All right, Shalom. All praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and Shalom to you brothers pushing this truth. I'm Karat Zakbar, back with another show. And this would be more of a precept show based off the scripture in Ecclesiasticus, chapter 8, verse 12. So I'm going to just pull it up and read it. So this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 8, verse 12. It says, "Lend not unto him that is mightier than thyself. For if thou lendest him, count it but loss." Yeah. So scripture say, "Lend not unto him that is mightier than thyself." Now, when we read the scriptures, the first thing that come to brothers' minds is that movie Friday. Okay, that came out back in 1995, and you had in that movie the character Debo. All right, he was like the big bully in the neighborhood, and you had this one guy, this other character named Reg, who lent Debo his bike, and when Reg, wanted to get his bike back over time, the Debo, what he said, "What bike?" Reg had to explain, "Yeah, the bike I lent you, such and such time." You're like, "Oh, that bike." And then what wound up happening, the character Debo, pretty much knocked Reg out and said that, "This is my bike, punk." Okay? But you have characters like that in reality. All right? And we all grew up amongst niggas like that in the neighborhood. All right? So you got to know who you lending to. All right? You can't lend anything into a mighty man, because what? He's going to bully his way into keeping it. Okay? And, us brothers in the faith, we pretty much shouldn't be, dealing with the outside world, lending things, to people in the outside world. Well, you have certain people certain family members and people you might know in the world. You might, help them out, lend money here or whatever to a family member or a close friend, but you got to know who you lending to, because some people, some people might want to hold something from you, but you got to know that person. You got to be able to look at that, he's cool, but, I know if I might lend him something, I might have to get cornered with him. So you might have to, avoid that whole situation. Just say you don't got it. All right. So it says, lend not. So I read it again. Ecclesiasticus chapter 8, verse 12. "Lend not unto him that is mightier than thyself. For if thou lendest him, count it but loss." Yeah. So if you lend something to someone that's mightier than yourself, a big, bully, or just a carnal nigga, just a carnal nigga, you might ask for it back. He might want to get carnal with you, or act like he forgot that you gave him this and stuff, and then you don't want to frustrate yourself, and because here he's willing to take it there, and we're spiritual men, so we got to remain spiritual. Okay. You're just gonna have to count it loss. So the wise thing to do is not lend unto that person at all. All right. And I had situations years ago where I, lend money out to somebody in the world and never got it back. But, it ain't make no sense to going back and forth or chasing this person down. I learned my lesson for even giving it to the nigga, but it was a learning experience for me. So now I don't really deal with people in the outside world when it comes to lending things, because, niggas in the world, man, they're untrustworthy. All right. Only ones you could trust is, the brothers in the faith. But, with that, hope you brothers learn something. I'm going to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, and Shalom to the elect. Shalom.